Hello and welcome to everybody. Thanks that you took your time to participate in our online conversation cycle, Tourism for Future, How Personalities Form Sustainable Tourism. My name is Anna Kodek from Naturefriends International, and I have the pleasure to guide you through the next hour. Before we start the event, I would like to inform you that we record this online event. So if you will not be seen, please make sure to turn off your computer camera. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to write them in the chat box. You can also use the raise your hand function, and please feel free to talk with us. Our topic today is community-based tourism as a concept for the future. We will travel virtually to Uzbekistan, to the Nuratau mountain range, located in the north of Samarkand. Samarkand is a city almost every tourist visits once they're in Uzbekistan. I can't say that for the Nuratau mountains. Nevertheless, a trip beyond the touristic hotspots of a country brings us often the experience why we are traveling for. Over 1.1 billion people worldwide live, regarding to the Food and Agriculture Organization from the United Nations, in mountainous regions. And apart from agriculture and forestry, tourism is often the only economic factor. In the next hour, we will discuss with my guests Claudia Mitteneder from Studienkreis Tourismus und Entwicklung in Germany, and Sherzod Norbekov, manager from Nuratau Travel in Uzbekistan, what community-based projects are, why they are a win-win situation for locals and travelers. We will talk about long-lasting experience, qualitative instead of qualitative instead of quantitative growth, and the challenges of a project like this. Claudia, would you be so kind and start to explain to us what community-based tourism is, why this tourism concept is so important for the local population, but also what the Studienkreis Tourismus und Entwicklung is doing and how your organization promotes and supports community-based tourism projects such as in the Nuratau Mountains. Thanks, the stage is yours.
Thank you very much, Anna. So thank you very much for the invitation. So CBT is since many years one of our topic, especially with the To-Do Award, our international contest. So what is community-based tourism? CBT, it refers to tourism that is shaped or managed by the local population. It's not just visiting a place, it's about engaging with the people who live there. The goal is to create positive and sustainable impact economically, socially, culturally, and of course also environmentally. And I'm convinced that the possibility of directly managing their tourism project help to strengthen the economical power of local communities and make them even more resilient against crisis in general. Tourists become a part of a respectful and mutual exchange, and that is what makes CBT so unique. So, I start with the next one. Wait a minute. So, participation. Participation is, central principle for the CBT. And if we look, we can look at it from two perspectives. One is the local providers, and the other one are the guests. Local people are the ones who share their land, their landscape, their culture with the tourists from all over the world. So it's important to have them participate in the value added in tourism and involve them in tourism planning and development. Their voices count. Their needs and perspectives shape the experience. It's also about strengthening local capacities so that people can benefit from tourism in a long term. For the guests, that means gaining real insights into the daily life of the people. Instead of ready-made tourist programs, they experience something personal and meaningful. It also means learning through encounters, conversations, and shared activities. So, to the next one. So, CBT is also based on respect, not only for the environment, but especially for the people involved. For providers, that means being able to present their culture and stories in a self-determined way, not only through an outside filter, but from their own perspective. It is also about fair income distribution and respectful collaboration. The profit will be reinvested within the community, for example, to build schools, necessary infrastructure, and so on. I'm sure Sherzod will give us some more examples later. On the guest side, CBT encourages curiosity and openness. It's not about consuming the exotic, but about understanding different ways of life. And that includes being ready to face realities that may be different from the expectations. So the next pillar is sustainability. We look at on both perspectives again. Sustainability, it's not just the ecological, but it's also socially and economical. For community, that means tourism must be viable in a long run. It should strengthen the local economy without creating dependencies. CBT also means that the community does not depend totally on tourism. Tourism should be an additional income for the community. Environmental and climate-related sustainability and the sustainable use of natural resources are nowadays unique selling points for community-based tourism. It also involves protecting natural and cultural heritage and creating opportunities for everyone to participate regardless of gender, age, or background. For guests, sustainable travel means supporting businesses that reinvest in the region. It means choosing experiences that leave a positive footprint and being aware of the impact we have as travelers. So why CBT matters? Community tourism business, community-based tourism is not just a tourism model, it's a mindset. It's about creating mutual respect, encouraging participation, and enabling shared development. The great strength of CBT is that it benefits both insides, the local communities and the travelers. For the communities, it creates opportunities, recognition, and new forms of income that align with their values. For guests, it offers meaningful personal experience and, excuse me, for the guest, it offers meaningful personal experiences and a deeper understanding of the world. Tourists are no longer just consumers. they become participants in a respectful and cultural exchange. So what is our contribution of the Studienkreis? What is our role in it? How do we support and promote CBT in practice? As a Studienkreis für Tourismus und Entwicklung, we have been supporting CBTs for many years. With the To Do Award, we honor projects that exemplify the values of participation, fairness, and sustainability. Some of these award winners have gone on to inspire others around the world. And through our Sympathy magazines, in German Sympathiemagazine, we offer readers a chance to see the world through the eyes of the local people, with empathy, nuance, and curiosity. Together, these initiatives help strengthen CBTs and promote a tourism that benefits everybody who is involved in this. Thank you.
Okay, thanks for giving us a short insight, Claudia, from the Studienkreis. Now, a shared thought, may I ask you, can you be so kind and introduce how community-based tourism in the Nuratau Mountains is working, and how do you support the local economies, but also how many families benefit from this form of tourism? And how did you find out in the beginning about the concept of community-based tourism? Please, the stage is yours. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Anna, and thank you very much, Claudia, for sharing your insights about To Do About. And my name is Sherzad. I'm the manager of a company called Nuratau Travel from Uzbekistan. Our company is a promoter and one of the initiators of the wonderful community-based tourism project called Nuratau Community-Based Tourism Project. Our project, the Uzbekistan is tourists to Uzbekistan mainly come for Silk Road cities like Bukhara and Samarkand. They are well known, but the tourism type of tourism, alternative tourism we offer is something different. So we believe that tourism must not only benefit the businesses and mainstream businesses or big cities, but it also has to bring positive impact into the remote communities and people in general, local people, and to everybody. That's we think is a fair tourism. So let's introduce our project. So our project is located in the central Uzbekistan in a mountainous region called Nuratau Mountains. Can you see my? Is it?
Yeah. Can you just get into the presentation mode so we can see it bigger, please?
Second.
I mean, we saw it, but just there is a presentation mode in PowerPoint.
Can you see it now or no?
Yes, but we also see the whole the menu and everything.
I see.
You can use the presentation mode, so we only see the
second. Yeah.
Thanks.
Oh.
Just thought it's the fourth button on your right-hand side in the orange one. I think It looks like. No, on the right side.
This one is okay?
Yeah, now.
Okay.
Can you see now?
Yeah.
So, uh, our, one second, yeah. So project is located in the central Uzbekistan in the Nuratau mountains. This is actually in between our big Silk Road cities, Samarkand and Bukhara. And the project is located in two regions, in Jizak and Navai regions. Those are the neighboring regions. And our project actually started in 2009. With the aim to create alternative income for the rural population who lived, who were living mainly from subsistence farming and small agricultural livestock farming and other activities. So tourism was quite new thing when we started or initiated. I'm one of the initiators of this project. And of course, we, in different stages of this project, we got support from NGOs and other partners. But the idea itself comes from the community. So we thought that if we have tourism in the big cities like Samarkand and Bukhara, and why not if we initiate something and bring people to the remote areas and show them our beautiful nature, traditions, and the way of life, and or simply just allow them to enjoy the hospitality of ordinary people and get to know the villages and other things. And uh, at that time, and it is still the pioneer project in Uzbekistan. Uh, the system, with different members, there are, of course, some new CBT projects started, but our project was first when we started. And of course, I have to tell that in the beginning, it was a little bit difficult for in our country, that because we never had something like rural tourism or CBT, and everybody thought of tourism as a mainstream Silk Road classical tourism. And sometimes it was difficult to convince people, tour operators, to bring people and to introduce our area initially. But by the time it was a good combination to see good element in the whole tourism offer of Uzbekistan, to offer something different from cultural sightseeing and get a real idea of real life in our country. So the project was become very successful at the end. So when we started with only 6 homestays. So we identified. I started as a volunteer in this project. My friend and me, initially. So we have always had in mind that we should set up homestays. So maybe offer some basic services for tourists, so that they could come and explore our area. So initially, we have identified people who are interested in setting up, like offering accommodation and offering guide services or transfers, or maybe just become a escort guides. And those people were 6 homestays and 8 service providers, like guides, transport providers, some of the families who rented out horses and things like that. And at later stage, we received some support from NGOs. German Development Service at that time was called DED, now it's GIZ, to train our guides, homestays owners in different skills like language skills or mountain guiding skills. So we received great support from some NGOs in initial stage of our project. So the aim of the project, as I told, was to create alternative income to our population. I'm from that villages. I was born there, and I know very well that social situation when we started back in 2009. So there were very little jobs, and people used to leave to Russia as a migratory laborers to earn and bring money to their families. So basically many people were living in making living from subsistence farming, just keeping some sheep, goat, or growing walnuts or other fruits for sale. And the other problem was a lot of people kept livestock, sheep, and mm, other household animals, which also negatively affect the pastures and which causes the soil degradation and overgrazing in the buffer zone of the nature reserve. So this was the problem, and we thought that introducing something sustainable like tourism, CBT community tourism with good management might be good option for people to earn alternative or additional income so that they can sustain their livelihoods or improve their livelihoods. At the moment, we started with 6 homestays, but at the moment we have 16 homestays and 12 guides, around 10 drivers, 6 families providing horse animals horse for horse riding and things like that. And a lot of new families are joining us, and our project was also in the 2023 was recognized by Student Prize as one of the best projects, and we received To-Do Award. That was a recognition of our efforts in CBT and sustainable tourism. So actually, the project, in the initial stage of the project, it was a group of people, locals, me, my friend, and others, homestay owners who started this project, and then we received some assistance from the NGOs. But later stage, we saw that in order to properly promote the CBT offer, we thought that we should create a company and manage the bookings or promotion of the whole CBT offer efficiently. So because the problem was in communication in the villages where we started the CBT, there was no internet, there was no cell phone reception. So to manage the bookings effectively, we needed an office. So then I set up a company with my colleague to promote initially the CBT offer of our people in the region, just the Nuratau region. My company is called Nuratau Travel. So offer the homestays and promote those services of rural service providers who offer homestays, guide services, or transports. And so that's how we set up the Nuratau Travel, the company. So now we have homestays. We also have a travel company which supports and promotes this homestay community-based tourism. And but anyway, we still have a decision group containing of homestay owners, community members, our travel company, where we discuss our future plans or make decisions on how to improve our offer or to develop further. So key players in our project is a homestay, guides, transport providers, and our office called Nuratau Travel. Besides that, we also have community leaders in each community who are the members of our decision-making group. So I would like to talk about the benefits of the community-based tourism. There are, of course, economic benefits. So after we set up the project, it started directly bring income and create jobs and good jobs for the community members in the villages. Also started to support small businesses, like some people have shops, and they started generating good income from the sales of small things in the food shops. Also other businesses like transport providers in the villages, or the like musicians in the villages. This is an economic benefit. I will go in detail in our next slide. And also, of course, CBT also helped us to preserve the culture. I will tell you in the next slide more in detail. Also, through the CBT project, and after we started the CBT project, we have also been organizing a lot of social projects with our clients and with volunteers to improve the living conditions of people in the villages, like water projects and other community projects. So this is the social benefit of the tourism, our CBT project that brought to the communities. I will give more details in next slide. So in environmental sense, the CBT, before the CBT, so people were, of course, they were very cautious about the environment, but after the CBT brought came and we started promoting tourism, many people in the villages, they start understanding that culture and nature is a precious thing, and so they already understood that tourists or guests who come to our communities, they appreciate the nature we have. So they like the nature we have. So they have an understanding that they have to preserve the nature in order to have income, also to have, it's better to for the nature, and also for the community. And with the tourism, when we started our project, we always thought that about the environmental effect of the project. 1 second. The coffee machine. It started by itself. Sorry, 1 minute.
Thanks for waiting.
I'm so very sorry. So, uh, so we started. We thought that so when we set up homestays, we should also take care of the environment, because with tourists coming, people need hot water in the showers, and hot water in the villages can't be prepared without making firewood, because there is no gas. So we applied for funding to the different organizations to provide us. We also contributed, villagers also themselves contributed for the amount to buy solar heaters. So we were the first ones, 2009 in Uzbekistan, to put solar heaters in the homestays in order to generate power from the clean energy sources to provide hot water. And that's one side of it in an environmental sense. So about the economic impact, so from 2008, end of 2008, just beginning of 2009 when we started. So we only had in the 2009 90 tourists to whole area for 5 villages and 6 homestays. We heavily promoted. We went to the homes, many accommodations, tour operators, but only managed to attract 90 tourists in 1 year, 1 season. But it always grow and grow, and the offer become very famous. We immediately contacted all the guidebook authors and the bloggers at that time, the newspapers and other sources, to make to create the awareness of our offer. So it doubled and tripled in 2024. 6,840 people visited our CBT project in last year. So you can see the great increase in the number of tourists. Of course, we are very careful about the carrying capacity of the village and the homestays. If they increase, we advise other people to set up homestays, so the authenticity of the offer shouldn't be spoiled. And with too many guests coming and concentrating in one village or one family, so we always think that guests should have an interaction with guests, with host family, and the contact for us is important. So we try to extend and involve many and more families into the CBT network. So the revenue, if we think about the revenue, uh, in initial stage, the highest revenue of the homestay in 1 year was about 1,500 US dollars. That was the highest amount one homestay could generate. It's a total revenue, not profit. Could generate from the selling homestays or additional services was 1,500, and last year it reached 85,000 already. That's the highest, and they are low, but this is the highest. So homestays, the CBT project not only at the moment supports directly the people who are involved directly with CBT, but also the broader community like farmers, artisan workshops, local businesses. Like we have small folklore musicians in the villages, they are also all involved. Even ordinary families who provide like sell organic fruits, we bring people to their families and they buy their tourists buy, so they help also contribute. So not only the people who involved in tourism, but the wider, a lot wider community like blacksmiths in the village, or you see the woman making nice carpets. We take people there and they pay. Sometimes they also try to do it, or they can buy from the ordinary families, the carpets, rugs, woolen rugs. That's how we try to spread the benefit of the CBT into the wider community, uh, if possible. And I have also tell you about the social and cultural impact of the CBT that affected in a positive way our community. The first thing is very important thing. So with the start of CBT, uh, the traditional folklore shows or traditional games were already on the stage of being forgotten, like especially the traditional games. With the CBT, so we thought that we shouldn't just offer the homestays or small excursions, but we should include some cultural element into our offer. So we encouraged people who, like women like this, who played in drums and organized folklores. So they should maybe show their skills or performances to tourism. That's how it also effective positively to revive this kind of cultural heritage, like folklore shows or traditional games, wrestling games. We have, for example, they have been already they were on the stage of being forgotten. Some of them, like handicrafts, like making spoons or other items in the villages. They also now for instance we have one uh, in the village, one family who does the wood carving and makes traditional spoons and things like that. Those people already, they, when we started, they were not doing that. Their forefathers or descendants did it, but they haven't been doing that. So this kind of things also have been revived. And as I told you earlier, we organize a lot of social projects to improve the infrastructure in the villages with our clients, with our guests, also with our students, groups, with many tourists. So we renovate schools. We help to renovate the schools in the villages or uh, create better facilities in the schools. Like you see in the picture, this is our water project, photo from a water project. We announce a water project. We identify the needs from the communities and communicate to our clients who are willing to make a change in the village. So there are some companies in Europe who especially organize this, and people come and jointly with the family community, we organize social projects. So this is also the benefit of CBT, our CBT project into the communities. You see here water projects. We have led over 50 kilometers of water pipes for drinking waters, which from 2011 to 2020. Uh, uh, 120 families benefited from this, having access to drinking water in the areas where it was problem. So in terms of sustainability, so we encourage all our homestays to use solar panels. So this is important because when tourists come, they most of them, of course, they would like to have facilities and cold hot water in the showers and So now most of the homestays, not all, but most of the homestays use the solar power. And you see this small pump here. This is made in our village. I think it's used in other parts of the world. This is a hydro pump. We encourage people to use not the ordinary pump, but hydro pump. This pump lifts with the pressure of the water. You don't need electricity. If the water flows from 1 meter, it can pump out to 10 meters. So this is a device made in a village. So we encourage to use this kind of devices as well. So we also, with the development of CBT, the awareness of the people, of the residents to protect the nature is already raised a lot. Besides that, we also, as a tourism project, we cooperate with nature reserve, local nature reserve we have a nature reserve created to protect the wild sheep, which is endemic and endangered in our area. So we also cooperate with them to help to extend the breeding enclosures. Yeah, volunteers with them. Yeah. Tourism experiences we offer is different. It's a homestays and local life experience, like staying with local families and experience the local life. Guided hiking or trekking tours in the mountains. We offer horse riding tours. We have cultural workshops like weaving. People can try weaving or cooking classes with the families. Of course, as a tour operator, we also offer multiple day combined cultural tours throughout Uzbekistan. So our aim is to bring more people and to benefit more and more families in the villages with tourism. So our plan is in the next year is to raise the number of tourists by 20%. It's a very big aim, but we think it's possible because there's a lot of potential, and also adhering to the carrying capacity of each village and each community. We have many requests from the different villages already, seeing that seeing the success of our project. We have many requests from another communities and different parts of Uzbekistan to do the similar thing, to cooperate with us. So at the moment, we have on average, people stay 1.5 nights. So we would like to increase it 2 nights. So by offering additional services and also to expand our CBT project into the different regions of Uzbekistan. So we market our tourism project through our website nuratau.com, or mainly through the guidebooks like Lonely Planet, Petit Fete, Dumont, or TripAdvisor electronically. So we are recommended by all the guidebooks as a community-based tourism project. We have also started to running Instagram and Facebook promotions, or putting the materials in Facebook to attract more travelers to our region. And so if we welcome any interested parties to partner with us and create lasting impact in our communities, and visit our beautiful homestays and region to explore the different real Uzbekistan, and enjoy the hospitality of our people, and not just to see the great architectural masterpieces of Silk Road, but also the hidden part of the country, and enjoy the hospitality or learn about the life in our country. So besides the CBT, as I told you, we also offer multiple day hiking tours throughout the country, trekking tours and cultural tours, horseback riding and adventure tours in Uzbekistan. So was my presentation, and thank you very much for your attention. And if you have any questions, I'm here to answer. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Sherzad, for also giving us an insight. As we see already, people came back to the region because of these projects, as it is such a success. Just let me ask you, a project like this is not automatically successful. What are the challenges of a project like this, and what must be done to keep it authentic?
First of all, in our case, let me tell our case and then talk in general. In our case, we had a lot of problems with in Central Asia. I think it's many places uh, with paperwork, because when we started the project, we had no regulation or nothing to regulate the rural tourism in Uzbekistan. So we had licensing problems, just not counting the other things. So when we solve this, another important thing is to the train people to offer basic skills, to basic like language skills. It's not always easy because we work with adults from rural communities, and uh, people when they come, they expect at least a little bit of communication with clients. So trainings was very important part of uh, element in our success, because without that we couldn't have been able to set up this project. And trainings, we always cooperated with NGOs and non-government organizations they support, like UNDP or DD, who helped us to train our people in language, in guiding skills. Like we also run like even with simple like vegetarian meal cooking classes, for instance, yeah, in homestays in our Central Asia. In the time when we started, vegetarian, something like vegetarian, they couldn't understand. Tell you the truth, it's a meat-based diet. They know meat, heavy diet. They don't know that. It was very difficult, so we need training for that. And for guides, like mountain guides, we developed the small brochures with all the flora and fauna of the region, with the help of our partners to handle that to our guides, so they could show the birds name in English, German, Latin, Russian, for instance. That kind of materials and teaching and uh, upgrading the skills of the uh, group was very essential, and I think the main thing. Then, of course, the communicating or promoting this whole offer to the clients is another thing, which needs personnel. I have been trained in like marketing and in design and many things. My colleagues uh, to offer to create offer and present to people. So I think this were the main things which I believe should be the essential part of any project in the initial stage.
Mhm. Okay. Thanks. Claudia, coming back to you, you said you support with the To-Do Award projects like this. Can you give us a number so we have an idea? How many applications do you get for projects like this every year? And then Elisabeth has a question. Yes. Uh,
Should I answer first or?
you also can, Elisabeth, please go ahead and then you can answer. Or is this
Okay.
questions regarding to Sherzod?
It's a question regarding to ShareSat, actually,
Ah,
probably.
okay,
But
so then
whatever.
please, Claudia.
Okay. Like for the To-Do Award 2025, so this one was this year on ITB, we had 47 applications, and we always have one or two winners. And the good thing on the To-Do is, like, when we have chosen, we have a jury, and they will choose two winners normally. And then we have appraisers which really go to the country, like with Sherzod. We had an appraiser, and he went to Uzbekistan and stayed 5 days at the CBT with Sherzod and had a check with all the things because paper, you know, you can tell everything, but you have to see it in real, whether it's a good project or not. And Sherzod was the winner of the To Do Award 23, I think. Sherzod, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, 23.
exactly. Yes. So we are doing this since 1995, and when we have over 600 applications and I think over 65, approximately 68 winners till this time. So not every year we have 2 winners. We have sometimes only 1, because when the appraiser comes back and says, no, we are very sorry, this project is not good enough, or not, is not prepared for the To Do Award, then we say, okay, they have to change, and we give them marketing advice and everything and help them to improve.
Okay. Elizabeth, go ahead, please.
Thank you. Thank you very much. That was very interesting for me. I just wonder, Sherzod, you were talking about building up this new type of tourism, which is not located in the cities. So I wonder, the government, do they appreciate what you're doing? Is it supported somehow, or is it a niche thing and not really recognized?
Thank you very much. Very good question, actually. So in the beginning, as I told, we had a lot of problems. We had a lot of problems with, they didn't, in our country at that time, in 2009, so the government, tell you the truth, they didn't want to take people to the rural areas. That was our problem. They thought that, oh, it's a poverty, or it's bad. We should concentrate uh, on main Silk Road cities. So that was the idea of the government at that point. So no support, nothing. We did on our own in the beginning. But from 2014, it started changing. So the local government started realizing that, oh, this is good actually. That brings rural tourism brings people income, and also improves the, living standards of people, and there's great potential, and the mindset has changed slowly but steadily. But in the beginning, we never had any support. So then the government started supporting, like improving the infrastructure, and making the bureaucratic paperwork easy, or just like we needed license at that time when we started. Now we don't need any license to set up homestay. It's very simple, and you just have to apply electronically. You get the same day answer that you can start. It's just formality, but nothing else. At that time, it was a licensing process which lasted like 4 months to just get approval. Sometimes you never got approval. So that was a very big problem at that moment. But now the government is very supportive, and the government knows already that it is a good type of sustainable tourism, which government should support further. And it really brings benefit to local economy, also good for tourists as well, because it diversifies the whole tourism offer of Uzbekistan. And actually, I was awarded by the medal from the president of my country last year for my contribution to the development of rural tourism in Uzbekistan. So I think at the moment it's very supportive.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah.
Also, thank you. Any other questions from the audience? Please
Yes,
feel
yes,
free.
please. My name is Hugo Snabeljev. I'm from Nivon, Naturefriends, Netherlands. Was a very interesting presentation. Could you tell Sherzod a bit more about the visitors? Where do they come from? What kind of people are they? Are they groups or families or things like that?
Yes. uh, about 80% of the visitors in our area, they come from Western Europe. It's Germany, it's France, Netherlands, United Kingdom, Italy, and then Spain. It's elderly people. Our country, the demographic of the visitors are elderly people, 55 over.
Yeah.
Yeah. So those people who are interested, we are having visitors who come to Uzbekistan for more than 10 days, more than 9 days. So they come to stay for one night, sometimes for 2 nights. But demographic is from the Europe, Western Europe, and the age is like over 50, 55. So nowadays we are getting younger and younger demographic. But that's the main picture of people whom we get. And people initially come to explore the Silk Road cities, and then they also think that combining this nature exploration and getting to know the countryside, they include our offer. And we generate the bookings and requests to our CBT, mostly from the referrals like guidebooks, also the blogs, and nowadays from social media as well. But it's little still through our website as well, and also the mouse-to-mouse propaganda who visit and then they tell their friends, and that's how we get our visitors to our area.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, Claudia?
Shahzad, I have another question. Are you working now also with tour operators from Germany or from Austria?
Yeah. Actually, as I told in the beginning, we have also the tour operator component, yeah, and CBT project. So CBT project is still the bookings and other things are managed by our company, and we work directly with Hauser excursions from Germany, organize beautiful treks in our region. We work working with in Germany with different another tour operator, but we have partners from United Kingdom. We have partners from Italy who organize adventure tours through us. Yes, we do work with tour operators, but still the majority of our guests are the FITs, the people who organize their trips independently.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah, if somebody else would like to say something, please feel free.
Well,
Yes,
maybe
Hugo?
do we get the information, the email addresses of Sherzod and Claudia? Because I'm also involved into a project in Vietnam, which could also be interesting for well, something like a support or something like that.
Mhm. Yeah, after this event, we will we make a summarize and put it on our website. And yes, and then we inform you when we have it online, and there you have all the contact details as well. So the links to the website and everything. It's just maybe in 1 or 2 weeks. I think it will be online.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Otherwise, the hour is almost over. If everything is done, maybe the two of you just the last question. Do you have any wishes, goals for the future? I mean, you said already you would like to raise, but maybe also Claudia, any plans for the future?
Any plans for the future? We are an NGO and we hope we survive. This is really at the moment one of the biggest problems in Germany here. And for the To Do Award, yes, we are very successful the last years, and we got a lot of applications. So I hope it goes on like this, and that it is a really important international contest. And yeah, these are our wishes, and that the sustainable tourism is getting more and more, and that we come all a little bit away from the mass tourism. So that would be my personal wish.
Okay. Sherzad, maybe also like a final statement, maybe?
Yeah, we wish and we hope that, as I told in my presentation, we hope to spread this nice type of tourism to the other communities in our region, and so that it should be a win-win situation for tourists. They should uh, enjoy the authentic travel in Uzbekistan, also they benefit the local communities. So, as I told in my presentation, we really want to expand our project to the other uh, destinations in our country and bring more and more benefit both to locals and tourists as well.
Okay. Yeah, then I say thank you. Thanks for being here with us and letting us have a small glimpse into the world of a community-based tourism, which, like you said, is a win-win situation for the local population, the economy, and also for the travelers. I wish you all a nice evening. Say thanks for joining. Yes, and say goodbye. See you next time.
Thank you very
Thank
much. Yeah.
you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.